Welcome back, everybody. It's Wednesday, July 22nd, 2024. Born on this date in 1934, actress Louise Fletcher of Birmingham. She won the Oscar for Best Actress for playing Nurse Ratched in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Lovely woman. Louise, not the nurse. In 1965, current Congressman Robert Aderholt of Haleyville. I won't keep y'all long today, but there are several things we need to get to. We'll try to narrow it down to politics, crime, and football. My name's Ike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. Well, in politics, it's always about the next thing, the next news cycle, the next election cycle. There's no time to revel in a win or wallow in a loss. How's yesterday going to play tomorrow? Well, you're probably not shocked to hear that Alabama Republicans were less than impressed with President Joe Biden's, or at least his Twitter account's, announcement that he'll no longer be seeking the Democratic nomination for president and will be endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris to replace him after an open convention. With Joe the candidate out of the way, Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville went after Joe the sitting president, calling on him to resign immediately and saying he was never mentally fit to hold that office. Other Republican Senator Katie Britt questioned Harris's bona fides, calling her more radical than Biden on border policy. Meanwhile, anxious Democrats were a little, here's your hat, what's your hurry? Former Senator Doug Jones called Biden one of America's greatest presidents in a social media post. He also quickly endorsed Harris in that same post. Among others quickly endorsing Harris were Congresswoman Terry Sewell, state lawmakers such as Merica Coleman and Philip Ensler, and Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin. A motive was not identified over the weekend in the Bibb County killing of a woman and 4 kids, reports AL.com's Carol Robinson. Authorities arrived on the scene Friday and took Brandon Allen Kendrick II into custody. He's accused of shooting his wife, Kelsey Kendrick, their 2 children, and 2 other children who are their relatives. The children ranged in age from 2 to 8. The suspect in the shooting of a police officer Sunday morning died of a self-inflicted gunshot, reports AL.com's Carol Robinson. The officer worked for the Homewood Police Department. Moody police said he was leaving his home in Moody early Sunday morning when he was shot and rushed to UAB Hospital, where he was listed in stable condition. Police said the suspect killed himself after a long standoff. Auburn running back Brian Batty took his first steps since being shot in the head May 18th in Sarasota, Florida, reports AL.com's Ainsley Lee. The family updated his status on its GoFundMe page. After the arrest of a suspect in the shooting, court documents that were filed listed permanent paralysis as a possible prognosis for Batty. But the family's update said he was making progress daily and was able to take steps while using a cane. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium? It is. AL.com's Nick Kelly reports that a committee for the University of Alabama System Board of Trustees approved the naming of the football playing surface for former Alabama football coach Nick Saban. In case anyone's forgotten, Saban retired in January after 17 seasons with the Crimson Tide that included 6 national championships. The university will dedicate the new name during the September 7th game against South Florida. And here's a crime story that I'll pass along and let you decide whether or not it's emblematic of our shifting culture. Authorities say a woman embezzled around $300,000 from a church and then used much of it to buy digital gifts for TikTok content creators, reports AL.com's Carol Robinson. A former administrative assistant at St. Francis of Assisi University Parish in Tuscaloosa was charged with wire fraud. Court documents show she has agreed to plead guilty. Well, thank y'all so much for listening to us. We're going to do this every day this week. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning. Until then, y'all come by and see what we're doing on the internet at al.com.